What are signs that you are an unattractive person? Ask me anything. I know I'm ugly. You get poor customer service no matter how friendly you are. A little kid will tell you they're blunt and honest and don't even know it. Realize that people were a lot nicer to you out in public when you had to wear a face mask for COVID. The matches you get on dating apps are also unattractive people. Nobody asks why you're still single. Never getting attention even if you try to be social. Every shriek of every child at seeing your hideousness will be yours to cherish. At your approach, every woman who cries out, "Dear God, what is that thing?" will echo in your ears. That you are invisible to other humans, no one realizes I even exist. When I was younger, I wasn't exactly someone anyone was interested in, but I had a few instances where someone very attractive came and was overly friendly, asking lots of questions and being flirty but acting weird. Me think someone was interested in me and get me to do something stupid so they could all mock me. So, if they do that, you might be ugly. I've never been hit on once in my life and I'm 38. That you never get compliments. You get treated poorly by the opposite gender. All's you ugly and people either immediately rush to your defense or stand there looking uncomfortable. You are told to stand in the back row of group photos even though you are shortest person in the group. I get 0 right swipes on every dating app. If you're a man, nobody ever hits on you. If you're a woman, people who hit on you look guilty and furtive when there is always space around you in a queue. Or nobody wants to sit next to you on public transport despite a shortage of seats. People get nervous just being near you. Never having a friend try to set you up with someone. No one talks to you. Nobody compliments you other than your close friends and family. People are short with you and seem eager to exit interactions with you. I had a friend who used to not like when other girls would complain about getting catcalled. They were just boasting in a roundabout way, but I never understood why she reacted so intensely to it. Being catcalled is just a part of being a woman, I thought. Until one time she said, "You all are making this stuff up. That never happens to me." And then it clicked. Not having attracted to anyone is a pretty good clue. You get bullied. Life is significantly harder. If you're physically unattractive, you'll dodge a lot of very shallow bullets. If you have an unattractive personality, you'll attract a lot of very shallow bullets. You notice you're not actually losing your hair, it's really running from your face. You're tolerated, not liked, and BTW, this goes for all kinds of attractiveness, not just physical. You open the door for trick-or-treaters and they give you candy. Can you say something about being unattractive? Friend of opposite sex tells you new you're cute. I'm replying to a Reddit post. You get talked over or ignored often by other people. Constant negativity. Small children are afraid of you. Your mother ties a stake around your neck to get the dog to play with you. From Rodney Dangerfield, I think. In my experience, people stare a lot. If you're a woman, you have to buy your own drinks at the bars and clubs. People don't go out of their way to talk to you. I was at a girl's birthday party and went with a buddy of mine. Out 10 people there, all of the females were models, some with their rich, handsome significant other. She asked me in front of everyone to take the group photo so I wouldn't be in it. Try on, everything looks awful when it's on you, and there's absolutely no hairstyle that suits you. The story of my life. No one flirts or hits on you, no one asks you why you're single or how your dating life is. Rants, and you develop better friendships because the people you hang out with aren't as superficial. The only time semi-attractive people talk with you is when they need something. If it weren't for gay men, I wouldn't have any confidence in my looks at all. Women are totally uninterested, but many gay men seem quite interested. You get a pity compliment. Being told that in dating, looks don't matter. Yes, it does. People just don't like admitting it. You are polite to a stranger and the first thing out of their mouth is, "I have a boyfriend." LFL, meanwhile, I get hit on people old enough to be my granddad or who ready to walk into their grave. You look at your reflection in a pool and it shatters. If you have to ask, well, this thread tanked my confidence. When everyone describes your great personality. When you were born, the doctor slapped your mother. My mom had to tie a pork chop around my neck so the dog would play with me. No one finds you attractive. I make myself wear a bag when I masturbate and look in the mirror. Your buddies don't mind you hanging around their wife. You play Runescape 3 and not old school Runescape. visible disabilities, but reading through these really made me realize maybe I don't have it that bad. I've had some really positive experiences and some very exploitive ones. Really think deeply about it. I've never been made to feel ugly by anything other than my own brain. Even a hooker won't go for it. When your sexual partner routinely consumes alcohol or drugs before having sex with you, babies don't like looking at you. They tend to stare at symmetrical faces longer. Also, if no one wants to be around you, your personality might be unattractive. Like grimace, their face drops, or they look like they are about to cry when you take your clothes off. Had all of those happen to me at least once, it sucks. You never get hit on. I know I'm ugly. I'm very painfully aware of it. And this is one of the biggest things I've noticed. What's worse is I can't even fix my ugliness. I'm just naturally like this. Like, no matter how much I weigh, I have this chubby face that makes me look so big and unattractive. And I can't fix it without surgery. I hate it, small mouth. When the aliens kidnap you, they give you back before the anal probe. Some of these responses are super sad. I highly doubt any of you are even unattractive. An example to their young children, you keep making faces like and you'll end up looking like him. This thread is savage AF. Your GP has never offered you contraception, birth control, or sexual health advice. You've never been told that you're attractive in your entire life. You're creepy when you're literally just sitting there doing nothing and avoid places that you frequent. People stare and you can sense their disgust. No one posts you on their stories when you go out with them, but they post other people. You hate looking at mirrors and you don't like your picture taken. It's all subjective, warts and all. When one is obese, like I am, was pretty unattractive up until the last few years, and overall people were just mean for no reason. They would be annoyed at the mere suggestion that I could think they'd want anything to do with me. Pretty heartbreaking. You have an amazing personality, S. I just realized I've been hit on by more gay men than hetero women. I'm going to go hold myself and cry now. Omion, as pretty as you, makes me believe half the DMN people be lying to my face saying I'm amazing. When kids tell you you're ugly, then you're ugly. XD. Not necessarily unattractive, but not generally attractive in my case. People just don't seem to realize that I exist on the attraction scale. Define my one person who finds me attractive, and then the rest of the world doesn't really see me. None of my friends are attractive. Now I just feel bad after reading these replies. Once had a baby cry after seeing me in Walmart. I think that's a good sign. Our dress, the tone of their voice is the same one your mom and grandma use when they do the same. People avoid looking at you or even in your direction. You stand near an attractive person, nobody even acknowledges you. I'm so ugly. When my dog humps my leg, he closes his eyes. I'm so ugly. I went to the proctologist and he stuck two fingers in my mouth. I wanted to be breastfed as a baby, but my mom said she only wanted to be friends. Rodney Dangerfield. Oh man, lemme tell you. Always have gay hairdressers talk about what cool looks they thought I could do and shit like that. Here, what do you think I should do? And they're like, it's not like it's going to make a difference. If you are male, you are probably on the verge on suicide. You don't like humor or deep conversations. You look, but as a rule, if you think most people are attractive, then you are towards the bottom. If you think most people are unattractive, then you are towards the top. Friend or promise to keep in touch, then they just drop off the grid the moment you're out the door. Uck up a conversation with, become friends, and then never heard from them once I left that workplace. Almost like they agree to be your friend just to avoid any awkward confrontation. Nobody fucks you. Men are honest with you. Apparently, I'm a lot more attractive than I estimate myself to be. I wish I could see what they do. Lol. But the older I get and the more gravity does its evil work, the harder it is for me to believe it. If women give you a nasty face just after looking at you, you get startled when you accidentally glimpse in a mirror. Neighborhood children dare each other to ring your doorbell and run away. Whenever I'm horny, my hand gets a headache. Everyone sets up your friends, but not you. I definitely had a glow up, and the way my peers treated me changed dramatically. Suddenly everyone was really inclusive, helpful, and generous. From what others have told me, It's when people tell you that it's the inner beauty that counts. Constantly having to replace cracked mirrors around your place. Eeks, and she decides to hook up with a random at a party you both attend after you invited her to go. When you make blind kids cry, lie or individually but get dead silent or have a blank expression on their face when they get to you. That you're a Reddit mod. You're smell and dirty, making everything about yourself so unattractive. Multiple kids call you ugly. Be a kid talking smack, but if multiple kids do it, that is their unfiltered minds speaking the truth. Girls avoid conversing with you alone for too long. People are upset when compared to you. You go to McDonald's and parents there cover their kids' eyes.